up? Welcome to today's vlog. Please excuse my super wet hair because it is the morning and I just showered, but I wanted to look my best self because today we are doing another what I eat in a day. Today I am just making a lot of healthy and simple meals, and I'm gonna show you guys my actual macros and tracking my food. So with that, I am starving and let's get to making some breakfast. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I take a teaspoon of the matcha green tea powder and I put it in my Yeti here, and then I add a little slice of lemon because I love the lemon in it. I think that it really makes this drinkable and I don't feel like I need to add any sweetener. So we got our matcha green tea powder in there, and now I'm just going to add the water. And I just fill this all the way up to the top. Then I'm going to take my little slice of lemon and I'm just gonna squeeze this little guy in. Super duper hard, want all that juice in there, and then I just plop them in because get extra lemony. Then to break up the matcha, I have to whisk it. So I just stick my whisk in here and try to break up all those clumps of matcha green tea powder. Uh-oh, I trapped the lemon. So I'm just going to sip on this while I make my breakfast. I used cold water that was sitting in the fridge. I used to add ice cubes, but I found that if it was super cold, it tasted more bitter, so I just like it kind of regular cold. So I'm going to sip on this, and now we're gonna make some breakfast. So this morning I'm making a super simple breakfast hash. So I'm taking my leftover 2 eggs, probably about half or maybe 3/4 of this onion, the rest of this bell pepper, and just some plain frozen hash browns. These are the like chunked potato kind. I find that these don't stick to the pan as much, so that's why I use these. These are just the Walmart brand. All right, so I'm first going to spray my pan with this vegetable oil spray. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of these hash browns, and I'm actually gonna do 2 cups because I'm making a serving for Colin as well. And then I also added in some minced garlic, paprika, salt, and pepper, but I forgot to film it. Now I am just sliding over the potatoes and vegetables to make room to crack the eggs in. It's important to crack these separately and mix them together and make sure they're at least halfway cooked before adding them to the rest of the mixture to make sure that they completely cook all the way through. Alright, so these are the finished hash browns. I mixed in the eggs. I like them scrambled in the middle. And yeah, now I'm just going to serve this up. I totally thought you wouldn't be able to see my pajamas, so sorry about that. To go with my breakfast hash, I'm actually going to cook up 2 slices of turkey bacon and a half of a grapefruit as well. Alright, so this is my finished breakfast. I have my 2 pieces of turkey bacon. I added some pickled jalapenos, ketchup, and Cholula on top because it adds a lot of flavor. And then I have my half a grapefruit. So I'm just going to eat this up and get started with my day. So here are the macros for that meal. I am basing this off of a 1,400 calorie diet. That is just what I've been doing, but of course base this off of your own eating plan. I love seeing the happy face next to a food because I know that it's good for me. Here you can see all of the calories for everything in that breakfast hash. Obviously a couple of the things I had to round, but I tried to be as accurate as possible. Altogether, this meal was 296 calories with 36 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, and 14 grams of protein. Hey guys, so it is the afternoon and I finished getting ready for the day and now I'm starving for some lunch. I think I'm going to make a turkey sandwich. Also, you know it's the afternoon when Mimsy is dead. Look at you. Oh, my little booger, you're so cute. All right, so these are all the ingredients I have for my turkey sandwich. I'm starting off with just some regular roasted turkey from the deli counter. And then I'm going to use this delightful 45-calorie multigrain bread, which I really like. Gonna throw some lettuce on there, a couple slices of avocado, and then I'm going to mix up a mayo-based sauce. This is light mayonnaise, so it's actually not that bad for you. The fat and saturated fat are really low, so I like this option better. So I'm just gonna mix that together and make a sauce. Here I'm showing you that I only actually use half of a tablespoon of ketchup. I like to put my toast in a little tower so it can cool off, and so when it's on the plate it doesn't get all moist. Here I'm using about 2 ounces of the roasted turkey breast. Normally I would just do a quarter of an avocado, but I ended up just taking everything that was left because it was going bad. This is my finished mayo sauce. I'm just going to spread this on the other slice of bread, and I actually don't even end up using all of it. And that is my finished turkey avocado sandwich. So here are my updated macros after my lunch. So listed here are all of the ingredients in my sandwich. Like I said, I used a light mayo, but if you don't like mayonnaise, you can always use Dijon mustard instead. This whole sandwich was 339 calories, 18 grams of protein, 31 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of fat. So with this meal, I am just drinking water. I switched out my matcha tea that I finished earlier this morning, and I just drink water in this literally all day. And I just want to note that it is the weekend, and I do eat a lot of smaller meals throughout the day on the weekend, so that is why my meals have been so small, but I'm definitely going to be eating more throughout the day. So I added about 1 ounce of the hummus, which is the serving size, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of these feta cheese crumbles on. Here are the macros after my snack. Honestly, not the healthiest snack I could have chosen, but I was just using what's left over in my fridge. This ended up being 239 calories, 8 grams of protein, 27 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat. Something super important that I've learned on my journey to kind of healthy eating and stuff like that is that carbs are not bad. They are actually your friend. You actually are supposed to eat a certain amount of carbs per day. I'm kind of following the LifeSum app right now. This is not sponsored at all. It's just what I use to keep track of my macros. And I definitely know that I do need to eat carbs throughout the day. So I am eating a little bit more like bread type items today, but I'm definitely going to cut it down during dinner time tonight. As long as what you're eating fits in your macros, I do think that it's okay. All right, so it's finally dinner time, and I think I'm going to make a burrito bowl. I just pulled out some shredded chicken that I made in the crock pot yesterday. I literally just made this with chicken broth, so it's completely plain. And then I have some white rice, and then I have some bell peppers and onion left over from this morning, and I'm just gonna cook these up and then put it all in the microwave together. Okay, so now I am just frying these up in the pan. I added some garlic and just like a little bit of salt just to give them some more flavor, and then I'm gonna mix it in with my chicken and rice. Okay, so this is the finished product. I added a bunch of these bell peppers on top. Then I also added some more jalapeno slices like I did earlier because I love jalapeno. And then I added 2 tablespoons of this chunky salsa. The Pace brand is my favorite. And then I added a bunch of cilantro. Again, I topped it under the bell peppers, so you can't really see it, but I added a ton of cilantro because I freaking love cilantro. And I forgot to mention, it was actually 4 ounces of chicken and then 1 cup of white rice. And of course, I am just sipping on my water per usual. This is my 3rd cup today, so I am still drinking water all day long. So this is what my macros look like after my dinner. As you can see, I'm eating a very even amount of carbs to protein fat ratio, which I'm actually super impressed with. And so as you can see here, I have a lot of super happy faces for my dinner, so that's always good. This dinner was 331 calories with 28 grams of protein, 47 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of fat. If you're looking for some meal ideas that are low in fat, this is definitely a great option. So I have been a very good girl today with my eating, and all of my macros are pretty even, so I'm going to go ahead and have a Girl Scout cookie. These are literally my favorite Girl Scout cookies. They're the Thanks a Lot, and I am going to dive in. I am so excited. Oh my goodness, these are so freaking good. I'm eating 2 of you. Alright guys, so it is finally the end of the day and I am done eating. This was my what I eat in a day with tracking my macros. So if you like this version, let me know. I based my meals around 1,400 calories for today. That's basically what I've been doing lately, just kind of what aligns with my goals and trying to lose a little bit of weight. But if that is not your goal, then of course you base this off of the calories that you do. So if you're eating more, then obviously up your meals or maybe up your carbs, something like that. And if you're doing less, then of course eat less and maybe replace that rice with some lettuce. As you can see, I try not to be super strict about what I'm eating. I was able to eat 2 cookies tonight because it fit in my macros and I thought that I deserved it, and I really, really, really love Girl Scout cookies. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.